Hello everybody, my name is Bazane Moonshade and welcome back to my Let's Play of XCOM 2. As promised, promised from last time, I'm going to do quite a bit more on the character customization portion, give you some of the map, the layout, the timeline and things of that nature. And we're going to, if I have time or feel the desire for it, I'll actually go into a little more combat and show you some deeper into the map and how the actual pace of the game works, because this one is significantly faster than its predecessor, XCOM Enemy Within. But actually, we're going to go ahead and go, because I forgot we left off at some story portions. We're going to go ahead and do the scientist, bloody hell, I can't remember his name right now, and also the engineer Shen and her stuff. But we're going to let them have their little spiel, and then we'll go deeper into the stuff I wanted to cover during this video. So I'll let him talk, and we'll see what he has to say.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology. Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as
and as you can tell,
I'm not
on the
sure
back
what
of his head he did something quite similar to himself, which
found
I can't imagine that is anything but excruciating.
A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive,
and actually, Tigan and his
were you to direct additional support
his
personnel
little
and
science research
I
facility
could substantially
actually
improve
does
the speed of all our research.
improve your overall combat
farewell,
ability
Commander.
exceedingly, because without him you wouldn't be able to research new armor types, new weapons, collect intel, do just about anything really, because the engineer Shen can only really do so much with just her own knowledge. Not that she couldn't figure it out eventually, but his research team is pivotal to the success of the XCOM mission. We'll actually go ahead and just start a research topic right now. I'm going to go ahead and do the modular weapons portion, because
I do find that area of research to be among the more
finding the right pace for this game is very
available.
difficult.
We'll
I keep saying
work
pace, I
immediately.
apologize. Just,
I'll send word when a
yell at me in the
complete report
comments.
is available.
But buying weapons, getting armor, resources, expenditures, using bodies to buy more supplies, to buy more weapons, it's a game of resource management and being able to properly utilize your personnel and equipment depending on the situation that's provided to you. And most of the time it's at overwhelming odds. You'll find yourself very frequently in a squad-based attack that's you're 5, maybe sometimes 6 people once you get the max amount of squad allowance against 20 aliens. You need to kind of figure out which way you want to go depending on where you are in the story, and it progresses quite swiftly. And I'll again go over that once I go into the map and you kind of see how the days press forward.
I have to admit, there is something exciting about working under the more intense conditions found on the Avenger. Every decision, every development is of the utmost importance.
Of the past, and give you some of her specialties.
Reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you think.
Why do I always dodge that?
Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
And Shen is where you would actually purchase your armor, your weapons, your upgrades to those weapons.
You'd be surprised how
right
big of
now
a
she
difference
can
some of these
build
things can make in
med
combat,
kit,
Commander.
flashbang, smoke grenade.
With a few supplies, I can manufacture anything we need
learned
in no
anything new
time.
yet, so we're still trying to work it out. I'm gonna go ahead and build a med kit because the specialist will be able to use that most effectively. But see how it costs like 35 supplies just for one. Later on, once you get to the weapon upgrades, like the magnetic weapons and then the alien weapons, the purchases become much more streamlined, and I'll go over that once we get there because I don't want to like bog down that portion right now. But once things are fabricated through the research, she is how you would actually buy them or make them in this case, and equip them or have the potential to be equipped to your squad that you would send into battle.
Tigan seems to have a habit of scratching that scar on the back of his head. I wonder if anyone made sure his chip was actually
I have
removed.
no engineers at the moment. Can I clear that?
There's room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first. Commander, I'm going to need more help on the engineering team before I can start
several
clearing
portions
out
of the
some
ship
of these other rooms. We should
have
recruit an engineer.
alien debris is left over in it. Essentially, like all the stuff that Shen had just kind of like accumulated and just left broken in the facility. To build on your ship, increase its efficiency, you need to clear these rooms, but in order to do so, you need to collect engineers. So separate personnel for the ship, so that it can actually clear the rooms, and then you can staff them in the rooms that you use to fabricate and build the facility on. I'll actually try to build something here right now, just so we can get that done. What would be a good spot right now? Laboratory would increase, or rather decrease, the research time for all stuff. I'm going to go ahead and stick right now with the guerrilla tactics.
We'll start work on the new facility right away,
And what that'll
Commander.
do is it'll give my
I'll send
squad
word when it's up and running.
different abilities, and also give me the ability to increase my squad once I have met its set prerequisites, and I'll show you those when it becomes available. So right now, I don't think anyone died yet, but this is where you would
We've done
go
what we
if
can
you
to honor
wanted
our
to
fallen soldiers, Commander. It's not much,
see
but
your
it gives our
fallen
people a
soldiers
chance
from
to
the
pay
battle.
their respects.
And some of your customizable characters are in there. Like, I think that's Rex? I don't know. But you would go in there, it would tell you their name, how many kills they got, the missions that they were in, the operation they died on, and what date. You know, I guess kind of brings a more realistic aspect to the war. So, you have the ability to recruit new personnel to your cause. I have a couple that I'm going to do right now, actually.
The new uniform isn't bad considering, but sometimes I do miss that damn sweater.
I'll get her back later. She's going to stay there for a while. Because another one of my customizable characters was Brianna. I like her. She's usually pretty effective. There's actually 3 more too. Cool. Oh, I keep going to recruit. So we'll go to actually, you know, I'll pick someone at random, and I will play around with the customization right now. So we're going to take this Neil Armstrong fella. Apparently, you know, he stepped on the moon. It's exciting. We're going to customize him. Now, each character can actually go through, and they come through with their own little biography, of which you can actually modify should you feel so inclined. And I will slightly, since I'm going to regender this particular person, you can have male or female troops, and I'm going to be basing this particular troop off a friend of mine, and we'll see how well I can do. And forgive me if I'm spelling this wrong right now. I will make the correction later on when I have time to actually, look at it and remember. I'm not always the best with remembering how to spell people's names. So, because this is woman, I'm going to change little things like he into she. So now that's the biography updated with what I wanted to put in there for her. And gotta love the mohawk. Maybe I'll keep it. That would just be weird. I don't like going too ostentatious, but that is part of the Anarchy DLC. I'm trying to remember all of what it's called. I just can't. So we're gonna go ahead and take the metal skull off. And actually we'll go ahead and just oh bloody hell. Alright, so let's back up here. Yeah. So there's several different types of hair, and it's universal for both male and female, so you don't get a whole lot of like differentiations in the types, but you do have some. It's bald, long, straight, long wavy, pixie cut, ponytail, bangs and bun, faux hawk, yeah. And depending on if you're wearing like a hat or a mask or something, it'll change how the hair actually goes along with that piece of equipment or cosmetic addition. Some of the Anarchy types. Apparently mohawks are big in Anarchy. Oh my goodness. Now we're getting a little crazy. And that was the alien one, Avatar. But I'm gonna go with pretty much as close as I can remember. And you do have several different types of hair, like eye color and stuff. It's not as in-depth as some of the other customizations you've seen in like other games, but it's still... Every time you customize something, at least for me, it becomes sort of a much more... You become far more attached to the actual character. You don't want it to die. And that's one of the, I think, biggest like turning points in the... how this game affects you, because you continuously want to save your favorite characters. Why do you want them to die? I don't. So now I'll go over and do... I'll go through each prop. I'm not going to like spend an exceeding amount of time just going through, this is how it look on this one, this is how it look on this one. I'm going to just like rush through a bit. Over that one. You can see how like masks will change the way that the hair is looking depending on how much space there is to actually use, and some just take away all your hair. It's like, fuck you. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. So because of the type of torso and leg armor she has on right now, it's restricting what you can do to her arms. So I'm going to go ahead and change those first. So we'll go ahead and start with 0 for just about everything. And actually, let's make this a little easier to see. You can also change, well, normally you'd be able to change their attitude. So like, you know, there's like laid back, happy-go-lucky, twitchy, by the book, and some other stuff, and it'd be able a little easier to see some stuff, but I think we're okay for this. If you want to see more of that, though, I can actually go to the character customization that's just straight out in the selectable options on the homepage. Just let me know in the comments and I can go deeper into it, although this is going to be pretty extensive as is. So this is how she would typically look just if you got her out of the standard gear, which, you know, she looks like a troop. It's on. I usually give it a little more flair, especially for my customing characters, because I, you know, grow attached and I like it. But let's go ahead and show what there are for torsos. So standard gear, this one has some drapery like you would see with someone who's trying to blend in with their environment. You know, you usually see it sort of like wilderness gear, not so much in just urban combat. And then just extra ammo strapped on. This one's actually got like plate vest and all that nonsense over the typical XCOM gear. And then you go into the Anarchy stuff. That one's just a sports bra. That one's a modified armor piece. I usually like that one, or even this one. Leather straps are pretty cool, plus the knives and stuff. Cut-off jacket, spikes, different icons in the back, and then just a standard black with a knife. But I think I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah. I think she'll like that one. Then we'll go with the legs. Now, because I've got an Anarchy top, I can only go with Anarchy legs, which is fine, not really a big deal. Several different types. Probably gonna go... yeah, gonna go with that. Like she borrowed some of my pants. Granted, they would have fell off her, but still. And now, we change up the stuff in her arm. Again, because you got the Anarchy stuff, you can only do certain things with it. One of my favorites is that ammo gauntlet. You know, kind of realistic if you're a rifleman, kind of. Honestly, that'd probably get in your way. I like it though, it's visually pleasing. Then there's the knuckle duster, so it's just, you know, fingerless gloves. Too bad she doesn't have a boombox. And then spike gauntlet. So I think I'm going to go ammo gauntlet for this side, and we're going to just go knuckle duster on this side. And now with this, you can also put on shoulder pieces. There are a couple ones you can use. Standard little pauldron, one with spikes, hand in feathers, and just shoulder pad, pauldron. I'm going to go with the feathers, so I like that one. And let's go do feathers. Okay, why not? Alright, so now you can do upper face props, which essentially is just like glasses or something. There are a few different types, not as many. Seems pretty not half fella. Bandanas are pretty much like the only face for the bottom. I usually don't like them. They kind of take away from the personality of the person, I think. And now I can create a weapon pattern. Basically give your weapon a camo scheme. I'm just going to go classic with her. Can't change her armor pattern right now because right now she's still new. Once she actually gets through a couple battles and ranks up, it'll unlock some of the stuff that's locked on her right now. Whereas if you were to actually do it out of just standard customization, everything would be unlocked already. There are some face paints as well. So if you want to be, you know, extra cool. Depending on the person, some of these are neat. I don't tend to use them very often. I don't know. Since you're not really on the ground with them all that often, it's kind of like you don't see it a whole lot. Just when they come back from battle, like you saw earlier on. So I'm going to leave the face paint off. No tattoos available yet. So there is that. You can also change the accents. I'm probably going to keep it on American English 8.
Copy that.
You can preview it, and they have all these different ones. I don't know why they don't have like Russian and some others, but they have Spanish, Italian, German, French, Australian English by comparison to UK English. I mean, like, well, you understand they're different, and you know you have your different inflections, but it's just like that felt like a wasted option, especially for just two of them. You know, not that Australia doesn't deserve its own like thing in here, but like to add some of the bigger countries. Like there's no Chinese, there's no Japanese, there's no Russian again, Swedish, you know, and these are actual things that people have given some effort and time to on the PC version to create mods that you can just input into your game, and then it'll add those dialects for you, so it gives it a more like all-rounded experience. And I used to like that. There was I think a few more linguistic options in the predecessor, but it's maybe they just didn't have the time for it. They've been working so long on this one, and it's just like, well, let's just do what we got, you know. Like, I don't know. It's the little things, I think, that bring a game. Gosh, I gave her no voice. What the piss? Go. Alright then. And there are a lot of different colors for the weapons and armor. Once you actually unlock the ability to do those, like, you can just make it absolutely flamboyant if you want. I usually do a little more subdued. I don't go terribly crazy most of the time unless their armor is already crazy and I was feeling kind of like sparse that day. You can do the armor colors right now. That's cool. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is a good question. What would I do? My goodness. Let's do the secondary. What does the secondary mess around with? Okay. Yeah. You know, I just said that I wasn't going to do something very flamboyant. Here I am giving her a deep-sided green. Oh well, I think it looks cool. And that blue matches her weapon, and now she's all tanked out. That's cool. Alright, and that's, in a nutshell, that's character customization. And you just can go through and do several different things. So now that's her. Obviously there's Milady. She was one that I had created as well. Although I think they messed around with her hair. They did. Because she actually has dyed hair. I like it. You know, you got tattoo options. And earring type, yellow eyes. She's using a few more of the XCOM stuff. We'll actually see some of her props, because I think most of hers are unlocked. Those are about all the same. Yeah, like... Oh, that one was there too. Upper face prop. Alright. Those are the same. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, either way, I fixed her hair. he's another one of mine. And I see, like, he's got that hair, he's got an eye patch, he's got the cigar. Like, those are prop types that you can just get. I'm not sure why it's not giving you the option to do that stuff right now. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, bloody hell, did I lose it already? Fuck. Alright, so I'm not going to touch the props because I just lost his eye patch and I like that there. Damn it. Alright then. So, more of the props are going to unlock then once we get further on. I just... Fuck all. Anyway. There's his stuff. He's still got a cigar. Still a badass. But yeah, that's... and as you can see, some of these guys, like... well, actually, just Valen. has a little Jack in it. He is another one of my custom characters that I've made. But abbreviated name is actually like... a nickname you get after several battles that just kind of goes, hey, this is what everybody's calling you, now you're Jack, or you're Headhunter, or King Killer, or something to that nature. Essentially, it's like a call sign, and most of you, if you've been in the military, you know what call signs are. People just call you that as opposed to your name, and because it's almost like a show of respect for the stuff that you've done. I like it. Okay. Well, that was customization, so now we can... Yeah, we'll go to the bridge. Actually, we're probably going to hear Central... I hate Central so much. Hear Central talk, and we're going to go to the map and see how all that works.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry. Not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours. While we prepare for new operations
so here we are
and
at the
continue
map.
our research,
Now,
we can pass time by
things are considerably
like
different than they were in the previous game. It was basically a flat map. You saw the aliens' influence kind of as it was in different places, or you were trying to garner support from different countries before they became overrun and decided to leave the XCOM unit, and you would lose the benefits from that country to make your situation better. And after a while, once I got used to playing the game, I started being able to save more of the places and get a lot more funding. But that's that game. This is this game. So right now we have one very small place that we're working on. It's just the northeast right now, and the eventual goal is to get to each place, get in contact with them via communication towers, which is much like this guy right there, Resistance HQ. We establish communications with each region, garner their support, and reap the benefits of that area. You can see right out there in the bottom right that the modular weapon will take 3 days of research, guerrilla tactics school will take 14 days of building, and the supply drop will drop in 21 days. And that's basically how we get paid. And up there in the top right, you can see income 150, and that's supplies. And that's all you'll get from the supply drop unless you actually get more support, contact more regions, accomplish missions, and do all of that. And down in the bottom right, further, where the clock is going, you can see how it's been continuously kicking on. The time in this game is constantly flowing. It's never actually stopped. Even when you're in the ship, it still progressively moves forward. And it moves forward towards this Avatar project, of which they're going to cover here in a little while, that is supposedly the doomsday thing for humankind, especially the XCOM, because after it's completed, we really can't do anything anymore. It's kill them or kill us. And we progressively slow it down as we do our missions and take out their facilities and shoot down their ships and stuff of that nature, but it's a constant battle, always pushing you forward, and that's the big pitch of this game. Like, you're always going forward. You're never actually able to sit still for too long and plan. I mean, the game still is considerably slower than like your standard game, but this thing right here, you're just actually going through, and if you don't do anything, you will lose the game. If you try to ignore something that's clearly saying, hey, if you don't do this, bad things are going to happen, bad things will happen. A lot of times in the previous game, I keep going back to the previous game, you'd kind of have a chance to get your feet again and get that guy, but this one isn't much like that, and you'll see that the pace is considerably faster. It's a little frustrating, but it also brings a sense of determination to this game and keeps it going forward and forward and forward. You're always pushing, always working, always getting these new enemies, getting beat on, doing research, bringing up your troops, talking to a crazy person. I think there actually is one or two in this game, aside from me. But right now I'm going to go start researching this abandoned colony, and it'll take 4 days to actually get it, and our reward from getting through that sort of scan is we'll get more rookies. So more troops for our army to send out, because a lot of them get wounded, much like Melody did. She's going to be wounded for 26 days. It's going to be past that supply drop. Like, I can't use her for almost a month. That's sad.
Avenger plotting new course.
So you'll select your area, your ship will go, you'll sit there, and you'll scan for 4 days. Now things will happen in the middle of it, like there'll probably be something that pops up actually before this is done, like a thing that we should need to go do. Modular weapons was done. So now I get to go see the benefits of doing that. Now there's new research available. I can research magnetic weapons. That'll take 28 days. Or I can do the alien biotech and also the hybrid material stuff. I'm going to go ahead and start this, simply because I want to knock some time off of it. It may not actually be the best thing to do, but to me it's the most beneficial in the short term to actually knock that one out as quick as you can, because those weapons are a huge leap over what you have right now. Like, it's not even measurable how much these initial weapons absolutely suck. Yay! We got Sean McLaughlin and Ana Lucia Sanchez. Rock on. Alright then. Okay, now there's a new place to do research. We're going to go ahead and just straight on investigate that, and it's actually going to be the reward for finishing this one off will actually increase the region's income. So it'll go up from 150 a month to probably 200.
Commander, as
there we go. I knew there was going to be something that comes on. So these are things that pop up in the middle, guerrilla ops. Pop up in the middle of doing stuff because you're not doing big like
our window of opportunity is
missions, like there's an adversary facility that you need to disrupt, or a random mission that popped up like the 2 DLCs that are going to be here shortly, probably in the next month they'll pop up on the map. They do as though like, oh, we picked up a signal, here we are, and we'll see what the benefits of winning this guy is. We'll get an engineer. Alright then. Sure, we'll go take her out. And depending on the outcome of this mission, I may continue. How long have I been recording? Okay. Yeah, depending on how long this mission takes me, actually probably regardless of how long this mission takes me, it'll probably be the last bit for this little episode. We've got nice 3 guys in there. I'm gonna go ahead and remove Rex and bring one of my other new guys on. I'm gonna use him because I want to get his stuff back. That really irritated me. I like his eye patch. Don't do this to me. Alright, and something that you can do, since he is the specialist, I'm going to equip his medkit as opposed to the grenade that he would normally be able to carry, because probably someone's going to get hurt during this mission. And it'd be much more beneficial of him to stabilize him if he's dying or heal him before he might die. That way we don't actually lose a troop on this mission, because as I mentioned in the previous... well, actually, did I? I don't know. Either way, I'm going to try and go through this game without doing any loads. So, realistically, the only way that I would actually load my game back at this point is if I just lose. Like, the game just is done. Like, oh, by the way, the Avatar project is finished, and here you are, dead. So, unless I get that happening, I'm going to try and just let those who died stay dead, and suffer the repercussions of all of my decisions just like an adult. Fuck. Well, we got two heavy hitters and two brand new guys, so we're going to see how this is going to go. It's an easy mission, so probably that would mean like ten or so enemies, probably with at least one new enemy we have not seen yet. Yeah. Well, considering you've only seen two enemies in this point, the regular trooper and the officer, any new troop, it'll probably be a new one. Probably one of the aliens, sectoids, I imagine, will come in this mission. And this is going to be quite a long video. I'm probably going to edit down further ones just to knock out some of the other things that are going on so that we're not constantly seeing me go through the research portions, unless you really want me to discuss what's going on as opposed to like recap. So as I make different decisions, you want to see me like deduce my reasoning behind it. I'll probably still record them, just in the event for future stuff if you actually want to see it. But I'm gonna go ahead and just probably edit down a lot of that stuff. You know, or I'll do fast forwards just so you can kind of see me going through my little deliberations and seeing the map jump all over the frickin' place. But probably a lot of my extended conversations and real like showing you the gameplay is going to be much more attuned to these actual missions and combat, because they're a little more interesting to watch. It's not so much like resource management and hearing me go on for days. I mean, I can talk, although a lot more effectively like this than in normal conversation. Not sure why. Maybe it's because I'm talking to myself. Anyway, here we are. We're going to go ahead and move up. The point of this mission is to defend that device, because it's sending us encrypted data. There's already going to be enemies next to it. I can almost guarantee it. So they're going to be taking pop shots at it right now. But I don't want to overstep and essentially put myself in harm's way trying to get better shots at people, because all that does in the end is get me shot at and killed. And I'd like to avoid that for right now. Let's see what he can see.
That's affirmative.
It's a good spot for him. And besides, everyone's still so low level, like if I were to run him up there, they'd probably just get flanked and destroyed.
Moving.
Come on.
Eyes on the prize.
Let's move you up, mate. What's that? Oh. And this is the thing too. That little guy. He's just a little scanner. If you happen to just accidentally walk through it, it'll alert everybody that you're around, and you're just gonna be under fire. So just whenever you're moving around in this stealth phase, make sure you're paying attention to what's going on, and you can actually plan out your moves properly. You don't want to be unearthing yourself too soon when you're not in a key position to actually do some damage.
Our gremlins can attempt to access the Advent
And there she
network
goes
from
in
here.
about discussing
We might be
it.
able to hack their systems and get an advantage.
Also,
But be
yes, the
careful.
gremlin can
If they
hack it
detect us, things will only
without
get worse.
alerting them that you're there, but also if you fail to hack, you still alert them that you're there, so it's kind of a moot point.
Understood. Moving out.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion,
and probably during this next
structure now includes
portion, they're going to start taking pot shots at that thing.
They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic
Really?
potential.
They didn't?
Heading out.
Alright then. Odd. Oh, I would be remiss to not take that shot. Not gonna kill him. Sure shit's gonna hurt him. Hopefully we'll move into a stupid place. Alright, mates. No. Did I just really destroy my cover? Oh, for fuck's sake. Bloody hell. I got a shitty shot at both of those. Damn it all. Well, that did not go at all like I expected. Alright, mate. He's probably gonna die. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna send my little drone there to give him 20% or 20 plus defense. So hopefully, when they take shots at him, he will not die. The likelihood that he will die is still pretty high, because that... Why would you shoot through your own fucking cover?
Overwatch!
Alright,
I'm on it.
let's see what I can do with him.
Moving on target.
I guess if we're gonna go big, right? Can you play? Alright. Well. Let's see if we get lucky. Fuck it. Are you shitting me? He hit him!
Advent forces sighted.
Oh, fuck. Well.
Target's still up.
Oh, God. Oh, mind control. What are you doing it to?
We need emergency evac! Now,
Panic.
damn it, now!
Shoot at him. Do it. Don't shoot at our guy. That works. I'm okay with that. All of you stay right there. That is bloody perfect. Yeah, you can't do anything, you're a sad little bitch, deal with it. Alright. We can make this work. God, they did not capitalize on that at all. Okay.
Target neutralized.
One down, earned a promotion. Hopefully becomes a ranger. Love it when he's a ranger. Let's see. That's a shitty percentage. Fire pistol. Let's do this. Yeah.
Target neutralized.
Okay.
Now that would have been a good spot to do a flank, but because I only got one move left, I want to make sure that that alien fucking dies. Yep.
Take this.
Because if I let him do anything, he'll probably mind control somebody and cause me a whole shitload of pain. This guy's already going to be a fucking pain. Please don't shoot it, Brian.
We got him on the run.
Don't do it. Oh. Well, that's disturbing.
Moving on target location.
Shit.
Moving to Overwatch.
Heading to that location. Moving to Overwatch.
The fact that he did not take like an open shot at him is like just... oh my goodness. Alright. This is going to be a really long episode, I'm so sorry.
Order confirmed. On the move. Moving to Overwatch.
Maybe I will cut this out, I don't know. Or split it into two.
Moving out. Affirmative. Covering now.
Figure
Moving
it
to
out.
designated coordinates.
Together. Assuming that I can actually run this through. Which I hope.
Moving on target location.
I would imagine
Come get some.
there not be too many more enemies, but you know, that's just
Scanning.
supposition.
On Overwatch.
Alright guys. You can start coming out your fucking holes. Damn.
On my way. We've got the objective in sight.
Menace 1-5, we've got a line
Yeah,
on the
I know,
target.
it's right there.
Move to
Thanks,
protect
Central.
that gear at all costs.
I know I give Central a lot of shit, but the man is absolutely irritating to listen to all
Affirmative.
the time.
Moving out.
He's always telling you shit you know.
Affirmative. Covering
On
now.
Overwatch.
Come on. Like, I'm right here. I'm doing
Moving
this.
out.
Just leave me alone.
Overwatch.
What's making that noise?
Was he really the only one left, or is he like trying to lure us into a trap? There we go. There's the trap. I knew it. Dick.
Enemy still up. Advent forces
It's too bad my
sight.
sniper doesn't have squad sight Overwatch. The sectoid's gonna be a pain. Alright. Do they get a move? Don't get a move. Thank you. So what can I, how far can I move and still be able to do something? You already used your grenades, you don't have one. Take it.
Get it together.
Missing. Alright, let's see
Moving
if
out.
I can make it from here. Of course, maybe you don't need to listen to me do all this banter. Maybe I can fast forward through it. I don't know. Maybe listen to it again, give her some edits, and try and figure it out from there.
Take this.
Alright, see if I can break this. Probably get blocked out. Did I not hit it? No? Really? Oh, that's amazing. Alright, you. He's dead. Thank
Got
you.
him. My ammo's running low.
Come get some.
Alright. Overwatch, let's see what to do. Who are you going to try and mind control? Oh, I wish you guys would hit something once in a while. Here. Oh, bloody. Well, now I know he's going to mind control. For God's sake. You shot him! Alright then. Now it would have been fucking ideal to use a grenade. Where do I got a good shot on? Alright, you. Let's hit this one, shall we? Thank you.
You'll be fine.
Heal up yourself, mate. More than likely you'll go back and take another shot. Thank you. Was that so hard?
On reserves.
Alright. Oh, what can I do? Is there any way that I can get a good flank on it? Is that a flank?
Orders confirmed,
so.
on the move.
Let's find out.
Affirmative, covering now.
See that?
I'm out of firepower over here.
32% and she still hit him. Burn him. Run so my boy can see you right there and kill him. Oh.
Target's still up.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Guess I don't have to worry about that eye patch, eh? Fuck. Well done.
Affirmative, covering now.
On Overwatch.
Let's rock. Come get some.
Oh, the rage. The rage is high.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
I can't believe he fucking missed that Overwatch shot. Oh, good. Zombies.
No respite for the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
He better not get. Thank you. I was gonna say he better not fucking get a turn. That would be some absolute shit right there. Please kill him.
Not even close.
I think I will leave this in, so you can see the amount of pain that I'm going through right now. This is all like the beginning of the game. Like, this is not even the hardest part.
Moving out.
Alright, let's see if she can actually hit him just staring out the fucking window at him.
Target neutralized.
Thank you, Felicia.
Status confirmed.
And by extension, that guy died.
And the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
That is just... Well... Here we are. Enjoying ourselves. Oh. Alright then. I'm probably going to leave it right off here. I'll pick up next time with... after they're done with their promotions and stuff, I'll let you know if somebody got something different. But thank you all for watching as long as you have. I think we're almost at an hour now. Please, if you like the video, please tap the like button and leave me a comment on what you want from this as it comes through further on into the Let's Play. Let me know if you think a stream would be much more engrossing as opposed to just me doing little things here and there with this actual clips. The next few obviously won't be this long because I'll be a bit more focused on what's going on with the storyline, pressing on, doing more battles and things. But thank you for watching this long, if you have, and hope you come back again. Until next time.